Have you ever stopped to think that everything you know, the sky, the stars, the people you love, even your own thoughts might be trapped inside a black hole? Sounds insane, right? Like pure science fiction. But what if I told you there are physicists who seriously believe this could be true? That our entire universe, with all its galaxies and physical laws, might have been born inside a black hole from another universe? Today, we're going to explore one of the most beautiful, terrifying, and mind-bending ideas physics has ever proposed. So, come with me. But be careful. This journey might make you question everything you think you know about what the universe really is. Chapter 1. The Mystery Behind Black Holes. Black holes are the most mysterious and violent regions in space. Imagine so much matter compressed into such a tiny point that gravity becomes inescapable. Nothing, absolutely nothing, not even light, can escape from it. But there's something even more disturbing. Physics has no idea what happens inside a black hole. Einstein's equations, which describe space-time and gravity, completely break down when trying to explain its interior. Inside, time and space seem to flip. The future and the center become the same direction. Everything that crosses the event horizon is dragged inevitably toward the core, with no way back. Relativity predicts something impossible to visualize: a singularity, a point of infinite density. But infinities in physics are red flags. They mean our theories have failed. It's as if nature itself is saying, "This is where your understanding ends." And maybe, just maybe, right at that breaking point lies the origin of other worlds. An abyss that doesn't destroy, but transforms and perhaps creates. Chapter 2. A Cosmic Mirror. Now think about the opposite of a black hole, our universe. While a black hole pulls everything inward, the universe does the opposite. It expands. It stretches, grows, and spreads in every direction, like a cosmic fabric inflating. And if we rewind time, everything seems to begin at a single point, the Big Bang. A moment when all matter was concentrated in a tiny, dense region, from which space itself began to expand. But that starting point wasn't a place in space, it was space being born. There wasn't an explosion inside the universe. The universe itself was the explosion. See the contrast? A black hole is the ultimate collapse, the Big Bang, the ultimate expansion. But what if these two opposite forces are actually part of the same cosmic cycle? Two halves of one eternal process. Maybe every collapse in one universe triggers an expansion in another. As if the cosmos itself were breathing, collapsing and being reborn forever. Chapter 3. The Paradox of Opposites. In Einstein's mathematics, every time you describe a black hole, you inevitably create its opposite, a white hole. While black holes swallow everything, white holes spit everything out. They arise naturally from the same equations that describe gravitational collapse. The problem is, no one has ever seen one. No radiation, no signal, no observation, nothing. They're purely theoretical, unless we're already living inside one. What if the Big Bang was actually the opening of a white hole? If the universe we live in was born inside a black hole from another cosmos, then each black hole could be a cosmic seed. The birth of a universe from the death of another. It's a bold idea, but an incredibly elegant one. A theory that ties beginnings and endings together in a single inevitable loop. Chapter 4. When a black hole becomes a universe, imagine a massive star collapsing under its own weight. It implodes, gravity wins over every known force, and a black hole is born. Now, look at what happens inside. Matter falls inward, density rises beyond limit, and, according to quantum theory, there's a point where the collapse stops. It's as if the universe says, "You can't go further." That barrier of maximum density creates a kind of repulsion, and instead of compressing further, space begins to expand from within. An expansion inside a collapse, the perfect paradox. The interior of a black hole could become something eerily similar to our early universe, homogeneous, isotropic, and rapidly expanding. In other words, a miniature Big Bang. And the most astonishing part, this expansion arises naturally from the laws of physics, no magic required. Space itself reacting to its own limits. A universe born inside another, hidden beyond the veil of an event horizon. And maybe, right now, billions of new universes are being born inside black holes scattered across the cosmos. Chapter 5. The Eternal Cycle of Worlds. Each black hole could be the nursery of a new universe. And inside that new universe, stars will be born, and die, and collapse again into more black holes, each potentially spawning new universes. An infinite cosmic tree, a cascading multiverse, where every branch contains its own reality. As if nature could never settle for creating just once. It repeats, expands, and replicates itself on unimaginable scales. A universe within a universe, within another, with no beginning and no end. Maybe our universe is just another link in an endless chain of cosmic births and deaths. Perhaps the existence of black holes is the mechanism that ensures the cosmos never truly dies. A cosmic engine that turns collapse into creation and eternity into motion. Chapter 6. Inflation and the End. But there is one crucial question. If this inner universe really exists, how does its expansion begin and end? Here's where physics makes its boldest guess. The initial inflation, that faster-than-light expansion, could be the result of the quantum repulsion that prevents total collapse. And the end of inflation could come from the black hole's evaporation through Hawking radiation. Meaning, the birth and death of a universe are synchronized with the life cycle of the black hole containing it. As the black hole accumulates matter, the inner universe inflates. When it begins to evaporate, inflation slows. A self-regulated, almost organic cycle, a death that seeds new life. Even if the inner universe can never escape its parent, it still exists, expanding, evolving, isolated, but complete. A cosmos growing silently inside another, unseen yet self-sustaining. Chapter 7. The Edge of Knowledge. Here, physics reaches its limits. Without a complete theory of quantum gravity, no one can say for sure what lies beyond the event horizon. All we have are approximations, hypotheses, and the sense that the greatest mystery lies at the heart of reality itself. Einstein gave us the curves of space-time, quantum mechanics, the rules of the infinitesimal, but we haven't yet united the two. And it's right there, in that gap, that black holes reside. Maybe the Big Bang was the final echo of a dying universe. Or maybe it's simply the first breath of one that will repeat forever. The truth is, we're still fumbling in the dark. And that darkness, ironically, is what draws us in the most. Because the unknown is what keeps the flame of curiosity alive. Chapter 8. The Universe as a Mirror. There's a strange beauty in this hypothesis. It turns the universe into something dynamic, cyclical, and self-created. A system that endlessly gives birth to itself. No center, no edges. No outside. Just layers of reality unfolding, each one generating the next. And maybe everything that exists, planets, stars, consciousness, is the product of an infinite chain of internal transformations. Black holes as natural portals of creation. The cosmos as a factory of cosmoses. We may never find definitive proof of this idea. But even so, it forces us to rethink what it means to exist. Because if it's true, the universe wasn't born from nothing, it was born from itself. And we are just the temporary witnesses of a cycle that never began and will never end. A cycle that, with each repetition, rewrites the story of time itself. The cosmology of black holes might sound like speculation, but it's exactly this kind of speculation that pushes the frontier of understanding. It doesn't turn questions into poetry. It turns the unknown into investigation. And that's what science lives on, the discomfort of not knowing and the courage to ask anyway. So if this video made you see the universe a little differently, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That way, YouTube knows you enjoy this kind of content and keeps sending you more videos like this one. So we're left with the question, are we living inside a black hole? Or are black holes living inside us, hidden within our infinite desire to understand what lies beyond? Let that thought sink in. See you in the next video. Until then, stay curious, always.